Okay, guys, welcome to this Friday night opportunity call. I know it says down there that my name is Francesca Phillips, but I am not. My name is Kayla Good. I have been with Q for 8 months now. Oh my gosh, it feels like it was just yesterday. Um, I am a mom of two. I have a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old. I'm also an insurance agent with State Farm, and I live in Washington State. So whether you are a ambassador with Q or a customer, or someone invited you on this call because they think that this is something that might really benefit you, I'm so glad you guys are here. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of breath. You know, this today has been a day. I'm sure you guys can relate to crazy busy days, remote learning with my kids, just a thing. Um, but I'm so glad you guys are here. And I just really want to share my story with you and how much Q has really blessed me. And then just a little bit about what Q Sciences is. And if you hear something tonight on the call that makes you think, that might be something for me. Or if you hear anything that gives you a little bit of hope, whether it be with your finances or your health, then I encourage you to reach out to whoever invited you to the call or whoever sent you this call and just ask them some questions. And if you have any questions for me after this call is over, feel free to message me on Facebook and I would love to chat with you. So, like I said, I've been with Q for 8 months now. I came from another network marketing company. And if you don't know anything about network marketing, it is, I believe, the greatest industry in the world. It has really been so life-changing for me, and I'm gonna explain that a little bit. But about 8 months ago, I had been with my prior company for about 5 years. And I was still struggling with my health, still struggling with a lot of anxiety. Tonight, I'm gonna be talking about anxiety, about PCOS and some other issues. But I was really struggling with some parts of my PCOS journey, and also my anxiety was getting pretty bad. It was about March of this year, and you guys all know what happened, March of this year when COVID really hit and everything closed down and the world as we knew it kind of closed up for a while, or maybe still is closed where you are. Also, in that time, I was getting ready to move from Kansas to Washington State. And I was packing my house, getting that ready, getting everything ready to go. Really struggling in my finances. As an insurance agent, I was working, a lot of hours, but I had two kids. So I was playing the role of mom and insurance agent and mover and all the things. And it was a lot. I was just feeling, if you've ever struggled with anxiety, I was just feeling it build up a little bit here, a little bit there. And it was getting pretty bad. And so I had reached out to my friend, Francesca, who is wonderful. And I'd seen that she had been posting a little bit about Q, about hemp, and about some of the products she was taking. And then also about how much the business with Q had really helped her financially so much. And so I reached out and I said, hey, I don't know what this is. Give me some information. Um, I I really want to know, what this is, because even though I was committed to the company I was with, I was committed to my business. Um, I wasn't I wasn't happy. There was something that was missing. I felt like I was really spinning my wheels, and I wasn't content. And so I reached out to her. She responded and said, "Yep, I'll tell you all about it." She gave me a lot of information, and then she sent me some samples. One of the samples she had sent me was our hemp oil. I was gonna grab a bottle, but like I said, it's a day. um, and so it was probably it was I was about to move in just a few weeks, and I'd come home from work, and I had the kids. And I was trying to, pack and I was getting them dinner. And if you have ever struggled with anxiety, specifically panic attacks, that's really how my anxiety comes out, in panic or anxiety attacks. And I was trying to do all this, and it was late. I was tired. If you have anxiety, you understand how it all builds up. Well, I was going, it was into this panic attack about 2 hours. And if you had panic attacks before, that's a long time to not feel relief. Um, and I was crying. I was on the phone with my boyfriend just saying, I don't know what to do. Um, just to be real honest with y'all, it was one of those moments where I wanted to get in my car and just drive. Right. Like I felt like I couldn't be, I'm getting emotional. I'm so sorry. I don't even know why. I couldn't, I felt like, I couldn't be a good mom, and then I felt guilty because I couldn't be a good mom in that moment. It wasn't ending. I didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. And in the past, I had been prescribed Xanax for those anxiety attacks. Well, I didn't have any at the time, and my boyfriend said, which thank God he's a saint. He said, "Why don't you try some of the hemp oil that Fran sent you?" And mind you guys, this is 2 hours into this panic attack of me freaking out and just feeling like the walls were closing in on me. And I said, okay, I'll go try it. Now, a little backstory, I had tried hemp and CBD before. I loved the idea of hemp. I loved the idea of CBD. I had researched it, but I'd never found a brand that worked for me. I'd never found anything that um, I could really notice that big of a difference. And now I know why, and I'll share that with you in a couple minutes. But so I said, okay, what the heck? I have nothing to lose, right? Either I'm going to try this hemp oil, or I'm going to call my kids' dad and say, hey, come get the kids. I got to drive, or whatever. So I tried it. I remember I was in the bathroom and I took the recommended dosage, put it under my tongue, held it for 30 minutes or 30 seconds. Geez, 30 minutes. Held it for 30 seconds, swallowed it, and continued to talk to my boyfriend on the phone. I kept trying to push the kids off because I really didn't want them to see me like that. If you're a mom that has anxiety, I'm sure you can relate to that. And about 20 minutes later, I remember my daughter came into the room or into the bathroom, and she said something, and I laughed. And I realized, oh my gosh, that that feeling of dread and hopelessness is gone. I felt happy. Whew, I am getting emotional telling you guys about this. Because if you've struggled with anxiety and panic attacks to that level, that feeling of relief is priceless. That feeling of relief is irreplaceable. It's amazing. And I thought, no way did this stuff just help me that much. But it did. And like I had said before, I tried hemp and CBD before, and I couldn't find anything. I didn't think it really worked. Well, that's because most hemp and CBD products can only absorb into your body somewhere between 5 to 10, 5 and 15%. So, and then I recently just learned that a lot of hemp and CBD oils actually don't even contain the amount of hemp or CBD that's on the label. The hemp industry is very poorly regulated, and so unless the company you're buying from is very transparent, you don't know what's in it. So the hemp and CBD I'd been trying before, I may have been trying olive oil for all I know. And so this hemp really worked. So I messaged my friend Fran and said, okay, girl, I don't know what to tell you. This stuff is amazing. I need to be involved in this because if this can help me so much in just this one area of my life, I can't even imagine um, what it's what this is going to look like for so many of my friends and family that struggle with the same things. And she told me that Q Science's hemp oil has um, a technology called BioAbsorb. And I am so not a science person. I am not a great researcher. That's just not um, my personality type. And I thought, okay, BioAbsorb. Let me like that. That sounds great. It's a cute name. Well, what BioAbsorb does is it allows the hemp and the CBD oil or the hemp oil to absorb into your body at 85% absorbability. You're actually getting all of that goodness. And it also is water soluble. So it's a different caliber of hemp oil. And so I said, okay, I don't even care how much this is. I have to have some. I have to order it. Tell me what to do because I need this. If I can take, a milliliter of hemp oil instead of a Xanax that knocks me on my for the rest of the night and makes me completely useless, I am game. And turns out it is so fairly priced. I spent a lot more on hemp oil before this that might not even have been hemp oil. So I really fell in love with the our Fuse hemp oil. I cannot tell you how amazing it has been for me. Not only in that in those moments of that extreme anxiety, but I take it every day now. And the severity and the frequency of my panic attacks I actually don't even remember the last time I had a bad one. Hmm. I hadn't thought about that. Um, which is it's incredible. So while we're on the topic of the hemp oil, it also does a lot of other things. I'll just share my experience. My son is 6 years old and he has ADHD. And hyperactive. He's a tornado. He's the sweetest person in the whole world. I love him with all my heart. He's just, ugh. But he is very hyperactive, very hard to very, has a really hard time focusing. He has ADHD. And I've really been avoiding medicating him for as long, I really want to wait and hopefully never have to. So I've worked a lot with his diet and cutting things out, but really haven't found anything that makes a huge, huge difference for him. Oh, sorry, it popped up on my phone here. And so I called this after I'd gotten my hemp oil. I called his pediatrician and said, "Is this something I can try with him?" And they said, "Yeah, give it a shot and see what it does." Guys, there's no way, zero way I would be able to it be December and me not legit have had a mental breakdown trying to do remote learning with my first grader completely, remote if it had not been for our hemp oil. Um he would have I joke around all the time that he's dropping out. I don't care. Like there's a lot of cultures where they don't go to school past first grade. It's fine. He'll be fine. But the life change that has come about for us from these products, I can't even tell you how amazing it's been. It's a noticeable difference. If my son hasn't had his hemp for the day and he starts to get frustrated, he asks for it now. And he's a kid. He doesn't like to really take anything. He doesn't mind. The hemp comes in 3 different flavors, or a few different flavors, by the way. But we have a mocha flavor and a berry flavor, that's what he uses, and he loves it. We have a cinnamon flavor, which is my favorite, and then an unflavored. So he asks for his berry hemp oil, and which is just so crazy to me, but he can tell that big of a difference. His 8-year-old sister also asks if he's had his hemp oil sometimes. So that is a little bit of my story with our hemp oil. Now, a really cool thing, after I fell in love with the oil, I found out that Q Sciences has so many other products that help with a lot of other things. And I had mentioned before that I have PCOS. That's polycystic ovarian syndrome. If you know what that is, it sucks. It sucks. It is painful, and some of the side effects are just bizarre and ridiculous and awful. And so many women struggle with PCOS. I forgot the statistic. I used to have this memorized, but I don't remember. But there are so many women struggle with this. And the doctors, I was diagnosed when I was 18. And the doctors immediately put me on metformin, which is the medicine, the only real medicine that you can use for PCOS. So I started that, had really bad symptoms, side effects from that medicine, and used fertility medicine to get pregnant with both of my kids. Thankfully, I was able to. A lot of women with PCOS, even with fertility medicine, aren't able to conceive. And so I'm so grateful. But very painful cycles, having cysts that will burst. I've had a couple surgeries. It's just a painful disease. And one thing that I have, it has really blown my mind, really surprised me, is after starting my Q Sciences products, and I'm going to tell you kind of which ones I think really helped the most with this, but I've had hardly any PCOS symptoms. The last time I was at the OB a couple months ago, when we had, if you have PCOS, sometimes you get regular scans, and based off of my side effects, my symptoms I was having, my doctor said I wouldn't even know you had PCOS if I couldn't see it on the ultrasound. And that is, if you know somebody that has PCOS, I really recommend that you get them some information on this because it's life changing. But we have a product called Vitalize. We have a men and a women's Vitalize. Vitalize has completely changed my life. It's also changed my mood a lot. I ran out of my Vitalize for about a week, and my boyfriend asked me if I had run out of my Vitalize because it helps so much with your hormones. Obviously, the men and the women's is different. Men's Vitalize, and it comes in a pill, like a supplement. Men's Vitalize is geared towards men's hormones. Women's Vitalize is geared towards women's hormones. And I've noticed such a huge difference in, like I said, my PCOS symptoms, my cycles, my pain levels. It's been amazing. Another thing that's really helped with that is we have a product called Align. Align helps a lot with inflammation, which with PCOS, that's one of the big issues, is a lot of inflammation. So that has been amazing. We also have an amazing probiotic that if you've looked into probiotics at all, some probiotics need to be refrigerated, or they're very expensive, or you need to take 3 or 4 different probiotics to get, the effect. This is all in one. It doesn't need to be refrigerated. It just an incredible product. And before I go into any more detail about the products, if you are anything like me, even though I'm not a big researcher, not a big science person, it is really important to me to make sure that I know what's in the supplements that I'm taking. And I have found I have such confidence in our products after doing even the little bit of research that I did originally. Um, all of we have our doctor on staff is Dr. Stephen Kimberly, and he was the editor in chief for WebMD. Very knowledgeable, and he says that there will never be a product released through Q Sciences that is not the top of the line, that is not pure. No, we have natural products that are no fillers or dyes or sweetener or none of the things that are going to have the lasting or the reverse side effects, which is what I was experiencing from a lot of the prescription medicine that I was on. So I'm not going to go through all of the products because there are so many, and we will be on here all night because I have just found so many amazing things for myself and my family with them. But another thing that I struggle with is I have ADD, and if you have that, it is hard to focus, and it's hard for me to focus regardless. But we have a drink that I have fallen in love with called Focus. And it is a daily drink. It tastes so good. It really gives you that mental energy and that mental clarity, and also just physical energy and clarity. It's incredible. So that's one of the drinks we have. Q Science, we have protein and a kids line that is so amazing. It's called we have our kids core or kids club, and you make it into a drink. So if your kids have a hard time taking vitamins, we have fruit punch or grape flavored, and you take a scoop of it, mix it in water, and they get to drink their vitamins and they think it's juice. There is nothing easier. So that's a little bit about the products. I know I have all these products popping in my head right now that I really want to share with you. But if anything that I've just talked to you guys about the products is interesting to you, or you want some more information, message whoever invited you to the call and ask for some more information. And also ask about some of our other products. Ask to see their product catalog, because there are so many other amazing natural products that I know could really help. some, if whatever you're struggling with, I'm sure that we have something that can really help you. And I know how life changing it's been for me. Before I let you guys off of here, I want to touch on another part about Q Sciences that has really, really changed my life on the financial side. So real quick, a little bit of backstory about that. Um, I I was a stay-at-home mom for years. And about 2 years ago, I got a divorce. And so I went from being a stay-at-home mom to being a single mom with two kids and no job, no income of my own that I was bringing in, or very small amount from the company that I was previously with. Um, and so I thought, okay, I can do this. So I got to work. I got a job at a car dealership, a used car dealership. Yes, I was that person. And I was working until midnight some nights. I was working every weekend, every Friday, every Saturday. I was missing so much time with my kids. Um, I was always the mom. I was the room mom and did all the PTA things. And going from that to, never being able to go to any of the lunches at their school, never being able to go to their class parties, um, never being able to pick them up from school. The little things that I think I definitely took for granted before my divorce. I didn't have any of that. I was working so much because I had to. I had to work to pay the bills and to put food on the table. Thankfully, after almost a year, a few months at the car dealership, I got an amazing job with a woman who ugh, is so incredible. She was a State Farm insurance agent, and she kind of took me under her wing, and I got my insurance license and became an insurance agent. And that was amazing for me. I had more normal hours and things like that, but it still wasn't the life that I really I dreamed of. The life that I have dreamed of is being able to stay home with my kids and be that mom that does everything with them at school and takes them to play dates. And 2020 COVID kind of ruined some of those plans right now, but to be around for them. And I still was missing that. Well, I fell in love with the hemp oil. I fell in love with the products with Q. But when Francesca was telling me about the income she was making, working from home, just sharing how amazing these products were with her friends and family, I thought, I have got to give this a try, because I'm already going to tell people about this oil. I'm already going to tell people about this stuff because I can't not do that. I have to share with my friends and family something that's changed my life so much. Um, and so I decided to become an ambassador. And in the past 8 months, the paycheck I was making from my previous company and my paycheck that I just got this month, I figured it's 11 times higher. My whole financial future is different. My financial present right now is different. And I'm starting to dream of a life that I never thought I would be able to have. If you or someone that you know is struggling financially, which so many of us are during this pandemic and with everything going on, a lot of people look at network marketing and think, okay, that's not a real job. That's for, the bored moms or whatever who are going to sell you Tupperware and send you, you know, big fake scripted messages. And what I can tell you is that network marketing has become my dream career. It has become, I have such a passion for what I do because of the life that it's given me. I looked at my paycheck a couple days ago when it came in and cried because I've never received a paycheck like that. I've never received um, a paycheck where I could pay my bills and then have just extra. And I've never gone into a Christmas um, since my divorce that I wasn't stressed out about. Um, it has, it's amazing. And if you um, have ever struggled financially, then you know what that stress and that weight, how heavy that is. And I really encourage you to look into this business because this is truly a life-changing opportunity. I know it was for me and so many of my friends. I see a few of my teammates on tonight on this call, and they've what the paychecks they've received, what this has done for their lives. It is it is so inclusive. We have um, room for everyone. And the other thing that comes with network marketing that you might hear a lot of people say, "Oh, I tried that and it didn't work for me," or "I couldn't do that. I couldn't talk on a call," or I couldn't do this." Well, I was with a different company for 5 years and never saw the success that I'm seeing now. So it would have been easy for me to quit and give up on that dream of the life that I wanted. It would have been easy to do that. But this company is different. This business is different. The way that our compensation plan is set up is so generous and incredible. I feel like I'm surprised by it every month, and I train people on it. I know the comp plan, and it surprises me how generous it is. Um, the way that we train, everyone follows the same systems. This is such a simple system. Everybody can be successful here, and I believe that so much. So if there's something about your finances that you aren't happy with, or if you feel like you've gotten to where I was, where I pretty much had given up on the life I want and just thought, okay, I need to work my 9 to 5 job and that's all I have to do. Or that's all I can do. I just have to do it. And there's nothing else. I really want to encourage you to dream again. I really want to encourage you to allow yourself to be hopeful because this business and this opportunity can do that for you. And I know that with so much confidence because it's done that for me. This company, this business, the people I'm surrounded with have completely changed my life. The products, the financial opportunity, that completely have changed my life. And I believe it can for you too. So I hope that something I have said tonight has made you feel hopeful again. 2020 has been a year of confusion and hopelessness, and um, everyone has struggled in one way or another through this. And I really want you to feel the hope that I feel and feel the excitement that I feel, because this could be the business, the company, the decision from you that changes your life, changes your financial life, how you feel, your health, your family's life. This could be it. So I hope that you are excited about that. I hope that gets you excited. If you've heard anything on here that has made you feel that way or you want some more questions about, feel free to message me on Facebook. I'm Kayla Good on Facebook, or message whoever invited you to this call and ask them, hey, what is this about? If you have any questions specifically about my story, that person can connect you with me or however that will work out. But I would love to chat with you guys some more and answer anything that you have or share more of my story. I'm sorry if I've been a little scatterbrained tonight. Like I said, it's been a day, but you know what? This is the best part about this business. I have this cute sweater that I got at Goodwill. I'm not going to show you what's below because it's just pajamas. And this is the beauty of this business is we get to work with our kids screaming in the other room and a disaster happening around us. And I can stay here and work and earn an income that is beyond my wildest dreams. So you can have that too. And I'm really excited that you guys were on. Thank you so much. I'll let you guys go. Have a great weekend. Happy Friday and happy holidays. So thank you guys so much.